Next up on the docket will be our head volleyball coach, Diane Shipley.
Well, thanks everybody again for coming. This is starting my third season with CMU, and everybody's just been great supporters and leaders for us, so I appreciate that. We started our preseason a week ago yesterday. The girls like to call it two-a-days. I basically called it all day practice, because we started at 8:30, took a break at 11:30, came back at 1 until about 5. So, and then they went in the weight room. Our strength coaches are doing a great job getting our girls ready to go. They did a great job in the spring, and I'm excited about our year, as strong as they were becoming from working out and from our spring ball. Last year, Truman wanted us to scrimmage a bunch of them, and I was a little afraid too because of all the young girls we had. And this year, this fall, I'm the one that contacted them and said, hey, let's scrimmage. And so we've had a few injuries. I think we had 10 girls sitting on the sideline the first week at one point, but we got 33 of them, so we could at least keep going with that. Our preseason, we had a scrimmage on Saturday at Truman, and we played Indian Hills out of Iowa, and then we played William Penn and Truman. We played the best of 50 and 50 minutes, and so we played we played to 25, then switched and started over, and we won some, and the matches that are the sets that we didn't win, we actually played with them. Truman, we played with them, and we had a few girls of ours that could fit under their shoulders, so they were pretty good sized gals. Indian Hills had 6'3" Brazilians on their team, and so you know, we were actually ahead of them 24-21, and we just have to learn to finish. Our girls were very excited. They played well. Our defense and passing was amazing. So we're real young on the front row still, even though we have a transfer girl from Jeffco. And we have a few girls that are one junior that'll be on the front row. Otherwise, we're freshmen and sophomores still. But so we know what we need to do to make this season turn into what we want it to be, which is we want to be a top finisher in our conference. We have Mackenzie Shepard that's returning outside. She played middle and outside for us last year. We have Kylie Malkersman that's going to be a setter for us. Sarah Louie that's also a setter and was on conference, so is Mackenzie. We have Julia Weber and Allie Slayton that will be playing middle for us. And Julia, she's a freshman, but she's a 6'1" spark plug. She's probably the fastest runner on our team, which is kind of very for a 6'1" girl middle. So we're excited about that. Outside, we have 2 freshmen that are trying to battle for the F position, and that's Mackenzie or Shelby Rice from Colcamp and Katie Dozier. And so we're excited about both of them, seeing which one's that's going to take the spot. Then we have Diaz, Hannah Babcock, Rebecca Edwards, Christy Miller, and Jen Garrett. 3 of them are seniors, so we're losing some of our DSs after this season, but we're still maintaining some other ones. So we're just really excited about our season, and we start a week from Friday at College of the Ozarks, and that's always a tough tournament, but I think it'll be a good test for things that are coming for the future for us. So, thank you.
Our final coach to speak today will be Mark Nelson, the Director of Cross Country and Track and Field for the men's and women's teams.
Good afternoon. My name is Mark Nelson. I'm the Director of Track and Field and Cross Country here at Central Methodist University. We have a great cross country team this season. Our women's cross country team is the defending North American Conference champions. We have 6 of our 7 girls back from last year's championship team. They include Amber Beaverson, who placed 8th at our conference meet last year. She also set our school record in the steeplechase last spring. Elise Schreiber was 9th at our conference meet last year. Taylor Beaverson, who was 10th at our conference meet last year. Tabitha Vicky was 11th at our conference meet last year, and Adriana Romero, who was 15th at our conference meet last year. All of those girls were either all conference or honorable mention all conference in cross country last year. Haley Brush was also 18th at the conference meet, and we're expecting some big things from her this year. All these girls have come in great shape this season. We're expecting more of the same. In fact, we expect them to be a little bit better than we were last year. Last year, we received votes in the top, for the top 25 national rankings. We expect this year, our rankings will come out later this week, and we think there's a good shot that we'll be ranked in the top 25 to start out the season. From our men's team, we have our one returning senior, Colby LaPresi, who was 3rd place at the conference meet last year and was our lone men's national qualifier. He's also going to be the top returner in the conference next year. I don't generally talk specifics about our freshmen until they've actually run, but I will say that both on our men's and women's teams we have some strong athletes coming in, and we're very excited to see what they're going to be able to do for us. A week from Saturday, we head to Washington University in St. Louis for their early bird cross country meet. We do things a little bit differently in cross country. A lot of times when you start the season out, the races are going to be a little bit shorter. A lot of times you don't tell the kids to, how do I say it, give it their all in that first meet of the year. Usually what we work on is race tactics. The nice thing with the Washington University meet is that they run a shorter distance. Normally your women will run a 5,000 meter race and the men will run an 8,000 meter race. At this meet though, we'll actually be running a 4,000 meter women's race and a 6,000 meter men's race. And we're running nice and early in the morning, 8 a.m. for the women and 8:30 for the men. Last year our women placed 3rd in this meet. The only teams that beat them were the NCAA Division III national champions, Washington University, and Southeast Missouri, which is a Division I program. And normally there's somewhere around 10 to 15 teams that compete in this. I know last year we saw Lindenwood University and a number of schools from the St. Louis area as well. Following week, one thing I should say is that we don't run every week, which also tends to make us a little bit different from the other sports that are competing here in the fall. We won't run everybody every week, nor will we compete every week. Our philosophy is more of race sparingly and train heavily. And we are working very hard right now. Our men's program, depending on the athlete, is running between 50 and 100 miles a week. Our women's program, depending on the athlete, is running anywhere from 30 to 50 miles a week. We do have a couple of girls actually going a little bit beyond that right now. So next, the week after next, when we go to a meet, we'll be traveling to the University of Central Missouri. We'll be only taking our non-top 7 runners. So our top varsity athletes will actually be sitting out that week. The week after that, the last meet that we compete in September, it's a March meet down in Southwest Missouri. It's called the Southern Stampede. We'll be taking just our top 7 athletes for that meet, and it's a great challenge for us. We're going to be running against some of the top Division I, Division II, and NAI programs in the United States at that meet. And it's a real test of seeing where we're at that point in the season. After that, we'll take a little bit of a break. We'll head out in October to just a couple of meets, and then we finish off, well, hopefully not finish off our season at our conference meet, and that's right at the beginning of November. So, thanks everyone for coming out this afternoon, and I will turn it over to Coach Spencer.
Thanks, coaches. Just to follow up on a few more bullets, and then we have a ribbon cutting that we're going to do here for the grand opening of the Main Street Pub. So we'd like for everyone to, we're going to do it outside. That's up to the owner. We're just here to support it. So first off, a couple of things. In our next session, we will have highlight videos of most of the games. Nicholas and the coaches will be be putting that together, so it won't be quite as much talking. We'll have some highlight videos, and then hopefully we'll be able to have some questions and answers for the coaches. A few things that will be taking place for this coming football season. 2 hours before each home game, the band and the Spirit Squad will be downtown on the square performing 3 or 4 songs on each side of the square. And the Spirit Squad, the dance team, will also be performing with the band 2 hours before each home game, whether it's a 6 o'clock start or a 1 o'clock start. The only game that they won't be performing will be, of course, during homecoming. This year, for home football games, you will be charged for parking. Of course, all faculty and staff and members of the campus community at Central Methodist, you get in free to the games, but if you choose to drive your vehicle to the game, you will be charged for parking. Those revenues help offset the cost of our travel for our away team, so if you can help spread the word, that we'd appreciate that. A new item that we will have for our home football games will be in one of the end zones closer to the outdoor athletic facility. We'll have a kids area where we have a bounce house that kids at the age of 10 and under will be able to come out and enjoy the game a little bit there instead of being up in the stands. And then on Family Day, we have a special event after Family Day that we will be shooting fireworks off our first go-around, and things go well. And after every home football game in the evening, hopefully the city of Fayetteville will grant us the permission to shoot fireworks off after our home football games. In addition, we do have away tailgate games at Allen, Marshall, and the alumni office will be hosting our first tailgate at Avila, and Allen will be speaking with you on September the 4th to give you those details. It will include Spirit Squad, and also our band will be performing up at our Avila game. And at this time, I think we have 8 items that we're going to raffle off. If I can get someone to bring me the raffle tickets up to the front, we'll raffle those off, and then we'll be ready for our ribbon cutting for the Main Street Pub. Okay, we got 8 items, and the items are in the back. So meet Sherry in the back of the restaurant when you leave. First number is 869804. 869804. Gene got it. All right, the next one is 869766. 869766. Right here. 869795. That's mine, Alan.
Okay, you got it.
869797. 9797, all right. We got 4 more. 869786. 9786. Alan, you're giving that stuff back to Chief. I know you got that one too. 869783. 83. You're giving 3 things away. The last one is 869821. All right, at the end, if you go down in the back, Sherry will give you prizes.
Again, we'd like to thank everyone for coming out today. The Dilliams, again, will be on vacation next week. So the next installment of the Eagle Lunch Hour is scheduled for Tuesday, September 4th, in which we plan to have video highlights displayed during the show, in addition to student athletes speaking. Again, thank you for your support today, and please remember to show up in full force at all Central Methodist athletic events. Thank you.